Yeah, it's not super complicated. You shine the light in people's eyes, it's harder for them to see and easier for you to beat them up. But if you're using a flashlight for self-defense, law enforcement, and security, there are some tactics and strategies you can use. And when I list them in this video, you're gonna be like, yeah, no shit, Mike, I knew that. But did you? Did you really? Have you ever consciously thought about it on purpose and applied it either in practice or in your training? Plus, Olight sent me the M2R Pro Warrior, so I want to do an unboxing and review of that. Normally I wouldn't do an unboxing on something like this, but the box for this is snazzy, man. This shit's packaged up like an iPhone. It's kind of interesting that it came in the pouch already. That just seems weird. It's got this little clip opens. Let's see. Ooh, a crenellated bezel. I'm not like crazy about the ones that look super oogie and like look like a weapon, but that's a little more subtle. Oh my God, that's a big honking battery. Oh my God, that Mema Jam is bright. Oh my God, I'm still seeing spots. What are we at? Max 1800 lumens. That's pretty powerful, especially for a light this size. This would be considered like a duty light. I wouldn't, carry this every day. It has this clip, which is a double clip. You can clip here or here without having to move the clip around. And one use that they say this is for, I've never used it like this, but if you needed it hands-free on the bill of a cap, you could like do some light spelunking. Though this won't stay. That's not like a permanent headlamp solution. I'm not gonna bog you down with a bunch of technical specifications on this light in particular, but I will put a link in the description below if you wanna check it out, get more info, as well as a discount code if you wanna pick one up. But let's talk about how to actually use one of these. Woo! That thing's bright, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so one thing that I saw all the time, we're gonna talk about light discipline. Like you think like shining a light on a bad guy, like no shit, it's easy. But there's some details to it, and it falls under the umbrella term light discipline. What that means is just not being all, is there a manlier way to say willy-nilly? This thing has a couple of modes, which is good. It's got a little switch on the side here, which gets me like this nothing of a light. Now, what this is for is you tuck this under your arm and you are like writing in your notepad or like doing some shit with your hands right here. And it's not a ton of light that's gonna blind you. Because one thing that people don't realize is that when they're shining a light like on something that's white or bright, if you shine a light on it, that's too bright. That just gave me the spots, right? And also, if I saw this all the time, it drove me nuts. Dudes with their flashlight in their gun hand with it on, walking around like this, shining a light on the ground, looking for, I guess, clues. I don't know what they were looking for. You only want to use as much light as is necessary. So without changing any settings, you got 3 modes. So we've got like the little like nothing mode for like writing and like looking at shit in your hands. It's got like a soft press, which gets me like a kind of a normal amount of light. This is like a normal amount of illumination. But then if you do a hard press all the way down, you get that one that makes people do that. If you momentary hit it, it stays on. If you hold it, when you let go, it comes off. So you don't have to mess with settings and you don't run the risk of like accidentally using more light than you need to. And if at any time, even if you're on, this like wimpy little do nothing, if you hit that, you always get, they call it turbo. If you want to check somebody out, you don't have to shine the light right on them and people will look where you put the light. So if you start from the ground, he will keep his face pointed at me. And I can use the flood or the spill or whatever you want to call it to keep tabs on his hands. I say, yo, get your hands out of your pockets for me, buddy. When he does that, that's what I need to see. I don't need to see his face. This keeps him pointed at me. And then if he makes like a furtive movement and he goes, then I can give him the turbo and now he can't see shit. He don't even know where I'm at. He don't even know where I'm at, dude. Don't walk up and like blast him right away. Vehicles, it's much the same way. If you come up on a vehicle and you want to check it out, if I shine the light right on it and then it bounces back in my eyes, that's no good. You want to go like off center and shine like through the car. And that way I'm not looking directly at the spot, right? Same thing if you're shining it on a person in a passenger compartment. If I get like right here and do this, neither one of us can see and I'm, in a bad spot here. I want to shine it like off center, which could get him, he'll still look this way. And if you want to blind him, you can. With the different light options available to you and the right size, I think this is perfect for a duty light, like as your main light that you carry around. My only gripe when I first got this was, you know, their proprietary sort of like that you charge through here, and this is also the tail cap, and it's just a little different. And now I'm an old guy, so I don't like new shit, and I didn't like it at first. And I messaged him, and I was like, can I get like a regular, you know, tail switch for that? You know, I wanted to have a little rubber nubule on it. Is it a nubule?
Yeah.
But I got used to this, and now I rather like it. It works with their charging system. You know, you plug that in there, and that's all you do. It charges just like that, so you don't have to. I guess it's such a pain in the ass to like plug some shit in. Oh, no, I remember why that's important. It works with their... I was like, why is that better?
They're just reinventing charging.
Yeah, they just want to make it different for different... No, it's because with the other ones, you got to take the battery out, put it on the charger, or plug the battery in. This one, bingo. It goes just like that. That's actually kind of neat. This is the pressure switch, you know, if you want to weapon mount it. And what's cool is... Normally, that meant you had to like unscrew and screw in the thing that went with it. That's pretty cool. That's kind of... Is that game changer level?
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
No.
They sent us the kit, which includes the pressure switch and the mount. This isn't probably how I would set this up on this gun, but I wanted to show it to you on there so you could see some of the features. With the pressure switch on, if you're holding the pressure switch and push the side button, it'll change you between strobe and, you know, turbo mode. While this isn't the fastest off ever, this definitely is. This, you pull it off like this, and because it's a magnet, you can tuck that little dongle out of the way, and it won't flop around. And if you want this off in a hurry, if you have to break it down or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4 big turns, and it comes off like this and works like normal. But let's give this thing like a proper like nighttime test, because that ambient light in the parking lot kind of didn't do this thing justice.
I still see your feet. Okay, this is a low beam. I still see you very clearly, yeah. Yeah.
It's like daytime, right?
Yeah.
Like even if I was trying to light.
Yep, nope. I see you.
Anything I didn't cover, Tim? As far as a duty light, what would you look for? Like duty, I'm talking like your main. I'm talking to the Marine.
You pretty much covered it. I mean, I feel like a strobe would be really good. We could do like
no. We could do the strobe. So let me address it because someone will ask. It does have a strobe. I don't use the strobe. Strobe is bullshit. Yeah. The holding the light out to the side so that they don't shoot you is bullshit. They're down there in the comments already on that stuff, but that's not, dude. If bullets are flying at you, no bad guys anywhere on this planet that their marksmanship is so good that this versus this is gonna make a huge difference. Like they're hitting shit all over the place anyway. Yeah. You want your light dialed in. You want it on your weapon pointed straight ahead or in your hand pointed straight ahead. Holding out to the side's not a thing that you need to do. The strobe is not a thing that you need to do. Go ahead. Get down there. I'm ready.